What's up, Knicks fans? What's up, Knicks fans? It's your boy, Mizzle.
Nah. Hold up. Yo, we in the 4th seed. We clinched the 4th.
That's right.
Somebody talk to your mans, man. What's up with his energy right now, man?
Oh,
we need more energy right now, Syph, man. What's going on? What's going on, man? Yo, Knicks fans, I got a crazy video from Syph Man Wife yesterday. Shout out to the queen. Thank you for sending that. My man was so hype. And now you coming here with the subdued energy? Talk to him, Syph. What's up, man? What's up?
Rev is right.
What's
I
up?
was very hyper. We'll put the video right there showing you how hyper I was, you know.
Let him see.
I couldn't be outside the garden with the crazy Knicks fans, Knicks Nation, Knicks tape.
Knicks tape.
But you know, I had a day to just, soak it in a little bit. So
All
I'm like,
right.
forget that. Knicks fans.
Let's go.
We're born. You see what we got here, right?
Yo.
Toast, my man.
They don't know what we got here because
Guess what? There's no sponsor.
no sponsors yet.
No sponsors yet. You don't know what we have here. But guys, we are over
Please tell
21.
us.
I assure you. And we shall be drinking some yak because
Those Knicks.
the Knicks are back. All right? We here. Okay, let me take my little sip.
Let's go.
Ooh, yeah. All right. Let's
Yeah.
keep it moving. We're not just gonna drink on the show, right? We actually have some Knicks to talk about. They're the 4th seed officially, like my man Rem alluded to. But hold on. Let's let them know who we are. First of all, it's your boy Mizzle.
It's your boy Rem.
That's right. And shout out to Stats. He is on assignment in Miami.
In Miami, he's on assignment in Miami.
Enemy territory.
We'll talk about what happened in Miami a couple. We'll talk about that.
We gotta talk to y'all.
We'll talk about
y'all not
Miami.
too much the enemy because y'all kind of hooked us up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all kind of hooked us up. But it is what it is. We wasn't scared to see anybody.
We not scared.
You know what I'm saying? The Knicks will be playing the Hawks, and we will get to that. But don't forget to subscribe. That's right. Don't forget to subscribe not only to the YouTube channel so you can see excellent Knicks content like this, but also, look, we got mics here. We got everything going on. It sounds great. We are an official podcast. You can find the link below in the description if you just want to listen to us. You don't want to see us drinking like these couple of drunks they're drinking on the show. How unprofessional.
We're not going to tell them what time it is right now either. We're not
going to tell you what time. Hey, man. Hey. When in Rome. You know what I'm saying? But guys, seriously, let's talk about these Knicks. Let's get right off to a good start talking about what got us here, Rem.
Culture.
Right? The culture.
Culture, man.
The culture, right? It's always been talked about that the Knicks have a horrible what? Culture. They need a culture change, right? And this year, right from last year around right before the bubble happened, right before everything stopped, a certain guy named Leon Rose was hired. He was a agent, top agent at CAA. Maybe he was running things over there the way he was able to get CAA people, which we're going to talk about next.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Leon Rose. He used to be LeBron's agent, I believe. He had his hands in everything, just like the next guy we're going to talk about. But Leon Rose was an agent, a la Bob Myers, Rob Pelinka. They seem to be making the better GMs. Right?
Yeah. Nah, you see it in the past couple years. Like, we got champions. How many championships we seen the Warriors get? We seen the Lakers in their development, and you just see it. Like, they coming in with relationships that they already have relationships with players. So, like you alluded to with Leon Rose bringing in a bunch of CAA guys around. We got to remember he got relationships out the wazoo, and that's gonna help out because there's been a lot of trust issues too when you look at certain GMs and certain organizations. Remember, it's a players' league, and when you got the agents coming in to play that GM position, those agents remember it's a players' league, and they looking out for their players. And I think that's why we're seeing that change, and we're seeing all of these agents become successful.
Absolutely. I think you hit it right on the nose. I think you articulated it very well, because that is exactly it. That is the nail. You know what I'm saying? You hit the nail right on the head, because that's what it is now. These young guys, they don't want the old school guys. It used to be like the GMs were kind of like the people a la Michael Jordan, Jerry Krause, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was always bumping heads. Now the GMs are kind of like guys that you knew already. That were your agents.
Right, the GMs is in there chest bumping with Derrick Rose and Julius.
Right.
They really out here, man.
Exactly. And the person chest bumping that you are alluding to is Worldwide Wes. The game, I learned the game from Wesley. That's what my man Drake. That's what my man Drake said. Drake knows Worldwide Wes. Somebody in our front office is cool with Drake. How dope is that?
That's dope.
Right?
That's dope.
And that is exactly why, to your point again, the players are getting more acquainted with these guys, more trust in these guys. These guys got together without me even knowing, because, I saw Julius talk on JJ Redick. I saw Julius talk on The Jump. I heard Julius talk on Wojnarowski podcast. Listen, I'm listening and watching all the content too, guys. You know what I'm saying? And Julius was saying those guys from the start, when the pandemic happened, what do you need for you to get to the next level? Those guys. Yeah. So as we would think, remember we was like, yo, we don't know about Julius, we might need to trade him, this, that, and the third. They never, even when they drafted Obi, which we're going to get to, they always had Julius in mind.
Yeah.
They always had Julius in mind. They always was like, what do you need? And they gave him everything he needed.
Yeah.
And Julius was able, we're going to get to Julius, but he was able to ascend this year. Right? So these guys, that's how they started it. And how about retaining Scott Perry?
Actually, a decent move. It was an underrated move because, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. With last year, with everything with Scott, I didn't want to see him because he was associated with the other guy, and I was just like, nah, I don't. But Scott Perry, he has a lot of relationships in this league. He was a part of the Julius Randle signing. He has a lot. He's a good guy. Like, he's a good guy. I'm still happy that we have him in our front office.
Very respected in all NBA circles.
Yeah, exactly.
So Scott Perry, he was able to stay, and like you said, he had a little bit of foresight to sign Julius Randle. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if people want to give that other guy. I'm not even gonna say your name. Your name is not.
I don't even.
Yeah, we don't even remember those days. But I wanna say he had that foresight of putting Julius Randle in a position. And now this summer we're in the best position. We could either extend him, we could keep his contract. It's up to him. He did everything he had to do. So
we got to do what we got to do.
I think Scott Perry was. What about the hiring of the coaching staff? We had a nice episode in the off season talking about the round table. Listen, this is before we thought the Knicks were gonna do anything. We just knew that this round table of guys that they had, with Tom Thibodeau heading the round table, was key. Johnny Bryant, Mike Woodson, Kenny Payne from Kentucky, and he brought all his Kentucky guys, right? He made the Kentucky Knicks, right? You know what I'm saying? So, what about those signs? What do you got to say about that, man?
Huge. Even though Mike ain't finished the season with us, congratulations on that. Mike. Well deserved. Yeah. And Johnny Bryant and Kenny Payne. Oh man. And I can't wait to see who fills in that next spot, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'd love to see a Mark Jackson. I'd love to see somebody like
in a supporting role. You think
because Mike Woodson did it.
Jefe.
Mike Woodson did it. Mike Woodson was also El Jefe at some point too. Not only on the Knicks but in Atlanta. He's a real seasoned coach. And Mark Jackson has been out for some time. But we're not talking about that. But I'm just saying that would be a nice feeling. I think that would be good for this organization as well.
That would be great. That would be like a dream team for real. And shout out to Woody for real, because the last time we were doing well, Woody was in the
Yeah,
fold.
exactly.
And guess what? He was in the fold again.
Again.
And unfortunately, he couldn't ride out to the end of the season. But shout out.
Oh, no. He's here till the end, bro. Once a Knick, always a Knick. You
That's
know how
right.
we get
That
down.
is true.
He's here.
That's right.
As
Drafted
much success.
by the Knicks.
As much success as we go, Mike Woodson is all part of it.
That's
whether
right.
if he's on that bench or not.
That's right. So, Mike, Woody, wherever you are in Indiana, this goes out to you too. All right, let's talk about that. The draft, right? Even the draft, right? We all wanted Obi Toppin. We all know this. Obi Toppin looks like he's going to be a nice player. We don't know what he's going to turn into yet, but he's a rotational piece.
Yeah, right now.
So we did well at the draft. We were able to get Obi Toppin, and we'll get at the bottom of the first round. Some people projected this guy to be a second rounder for the Marcus Morris trade.
Mm-hmm.
Quickly, IQ.
Yeah.
What do you got to say about that?
It was very underrated because I'm not gonna lie, I was cursing the Knicks out for some time about that because there was so much different stuff. We had the Daniel Latoro kid that we drafted who was a center, and I'm like, oh, this kid looks good too, and I wanted Peyton Pritchard, and then at the start I was just like. And I'm looking at game tape and I'm like, damn, IQ, he only got 2 assists and so. And then what was it though? But I don't know if you remember at the very start of the season when we were having trouble trying to figure out the point guards, and then Tom Tibbs finally put him in the game, and I think he put him in the game for like 10 minutes. And I came back to the office and I said, yo, guys, this kid IQ, there is something about, he ain't put up no points. I think he probably had 2 points, but I was just looking at his poise, the IQ and everything, and I'm like, yo, this kid is it. He's gonna be good. But those all underrated moves. I was cursing y'all out before New York, and I apologize. It
a Remy apology.
An apology because
apology.
This is why we doing what we do, and y'all do what y'all do.
Y'all do what we do. Y'all do what y'all do because we fans. No matter how much knowledge or whatever we try to share with you guys or whatever, and when we talk, we just fans at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We like to see certain things as fans, but you guys get paid big bucks to do what you do.
Exactly.
All right, and it was a pretty good draft, right?
Yeah.
And let's keep moving on to the offseason, and we dodged the Gordon Hayward bullet. We stayed put. We made different little obscure signings. Elfrid Payton.
We stayed put with a lot of stuff, and it was the right move. Another thing that I was arguing for: trades to happen. Trade this.
Oh no, we gonna get to that.
Trade,
we gonna get to that.
A whole bunch of stuff. Alfred, sit Alfred. Like stay put. They smart. They smart.
Yeah, they were shrewd. There's a particular word for that. Shrewd. They were meticulous in their moves, right?
Yeah.
And then we as Knicks fans, because we're in desperation.
Exactly.
We haven't tasted nothing like this, right, Knicks fans? I'm talking to y'all now. Put it in the comments. Did you see any of this? All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but come on. While they were making these moves, did you be like, yeah, this is going to take us to 4th in the Eastern Conference? Did y'all see this? No. They were shrewd, meticulous, dodged a Gordon Hayward bullet. 120 this guy won for 4 years? 120? Gordon Hayward? No disrespect to your game, but no, we still kept 18 mil in the cap. We made little moves. We had Nerlens Noel, which we're going to talk about. We got back. Oh, which we're going to talk about now. Taj Gibson.
Oh yeah.
Right? We picked him back up, right? And then the one trade that we made.
Yo, bro, D Rose, man. D Rose. If Jordan Clarkson wasn't balling the way he was balling, D Rose would be the 6th man of the year.
Absolutely.
He would be.
Absolutely.
And it's amazing. 24-11 since we made that trade.
Ooh,
what was we before we made that trade, Saif? Do you remember?
11-14.
11-14, 3 games under 500.
Before the D Rose trade. All right?
And let's not forget, D Rose, he had the choice. He had a choice. He had some choice as to where he wanted to go. The Clippers were really trying to get at D Rose. The Clippers, guys, a championship contending team.
That's right.
D Rose wanted to come and ball in New York.
He said
and what he did.
Back in the Mecca.
He said
his homie said, if you get a chance at the Mecca again, yo, live it up.
Live
and
it up.
That's exactly what he's doing. I'm paraphrasing, of course. You know what I'm saying? He ain't say if you rate him. You know what I mean? And our last big move, right? Which was no move at all. What you was just talking about at the trade deadline. Because they did not want to mess chemistry up. Once again, Julius mentioned this as a huge move for the Knicks. He loved this move because he did not want to mess with chemistry. Stay put. We stayed put at trade deadline. We did not do anything. Even when we were, trust me, we were panicked. Maybe we need this. Maybe this guy right here. Maybe we need Andre Drummond. All right. I'm on Twitter. Shame on me, okay? Shame on me. All right. Okay. All right. I'm sorry now. Okay. Rem apologized. Now I'm apologizing. Twitter was killing me while I was saying it. I was like, I don't care what Twitter's saying. We need Andre Drummond.
No, I'm gonna secretly admit to kind of wanting, like, when it was all said and done, I was just like, damn, we didn't even get Andre Drummond,
right?
Nothing. And it was just like, y'all did exactly what we were supposed to do. And let me just throw something in quickly, because you just said his name. You said Mitch, and big shout out to Weege, because he pointed this out at the game yesterday. Did you see Mitch's shirt?
What did it say? Oh, no, I didn't.
It said New York or nowhere.
Ooh.
New York or nowhere. And I love that. Could we be foreshadowing? Could Mitch be telling us something that he likes what he's seeing over here? Yep. Because we definitely need a healthy Mitch going into next season and stuff like that. So this is going to be huge, man.
Imagine a healthy Mitch and Nerlens. But Taj, you did hold it down, so shout out to you. We're going to talk about you, give you your flowers. Let's keep moving on. Let's talk about another big move we made, and in hiring Tibbs. We did not say it because we have a whole segment for Tibbs, man. The Tibbs effect.
Yeah.
All right? Thibodeau. He was at Chicago. He was at Minnesota. Guess what? When he was there, they were winning. When he leaves, they're not winning anymore. A little before he left, Minnesota was on its declination. That's because Jimmy Butler broke them down. He's like, Tibbs, these are the guys. These are the guys you want me here to play.
You just mentioned head coach, and let's start New York Knicks.
Go ahead.
Let's start with New York Knicks. Let's talk about the Boston Celtics. No, before the Boston Celtics, let's talk about the Houston Rockets.
That's right.
Let's talk about it, man. This man is a real coach, man. Like,
yes, he paid his dues, and Thibodeau was in the locker rooms. I heard Thibodeau talk. He was in coaches' locker rooms trying to pick up. They said, Tibbs, what did you pick up to do anything different this go around? He's like, you know what? He was in Doc Rivers' locker rooms when Doc Rivers had the Clippers. He was just there taking notes, understanding how he could possibly elevate his coaching, because yes, he got all these defensive stats that we're going to talk about right now, but guess what? The Knicks are a good offensive team too now. This is not a throwback Tibbs team that's going to grind you out defensively. We are letting it fly.
Yeah.
We are shooting some. I mean, as we started the year, that's why we were in the bottom offense. But as the year started to progress, and Ram, I'll finish off by saying this: I don't believe anybody else deserves Coach of the Year more than Tibbs.
Absolutely not. At first, there was this talk of Monty Williams and stuff.
There's a little argument.
You know what? The reason why I'm shutting it down is because of the fact that the Phoenix Suns, they were already trending up. They were already trending up from the bubble.
That's right.
We expected to see the Suns in the playoffs, not only adding in a Chris Paul, but like I said, they were trending up. The Knicks, on the other hand, were trending down.
That's
Nobody at the start of the season said the Knicks were going to make the playoffs, including these guys right here. None of us. None of us said it.
Right.
You guys at home, you probably ain't said it. What's my guy? Cody. His wish for Christmas was for the Knicks to make it to the playoffs. Right. Cody, you got your Christmas wish. What's next? All right, so it's like, and the amount of categories that we're number one in terms of defensively, got a few categories offensively where we're, in the top 10. And it's like, you got to definitely take a look at that. Like, he really brought New York back to basketball. We're number 10 in the NBA. Of all the teams, we're 10th. Overall, we're 10th, guys. There's 30 teams in the NBA. The New York Knicks are 10th in the NBA, sharing a better record than the Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers are literally doing what we thought, what some people in the middle of the season. Remember, at the start of the season, no playoffs. I didn't think playoffs. Towards a little bit of the quarter of the season, we're like, okay, maybe we could do a play-in. Maybe.
I stayed consistent with play-in.
He stayed consistent with playing, and me, I changed my tune. How many times?
You and stats.
And then I said fourth. Like, and then I was like,
you
no,
said
playoffs.
Fourth. You were demanding with the fourth. Stats like top 6. Him and Stats, they said that we were going to make the playoffs. I stayed consistent with the players, so we did not see this.
We did not see that coming at all, man.
Coach
of the year.
That's right. And going back to your what we're first in. First this year, we're first in opponents' field goal percentage, first in opponents' 3-point percentage, first in opponents' points, 4th defensive rating. All right?
Can you read them last year, please?
Absolutely. Last year, we were 27th
out of 30.
Bottom feeders, right, out of 30 in opponents' field goal percentage, 28th in opponents' 3-point percentage.
Out of 30.
And 18th, which isn't as bad as the first two, in opponents' points, right? Out of 30. But we were 23rd in defensive rating last year.
Out of 30.
Come on. Now, with all those numbers, you're not going to give him Coach of the Year? Really? Seriously? Come on, man. Y'all need to stay.
Yeah, chill.
And let's get to the elephant in the room. The king of New York himself, Frank White of the Knicks.
I'm the king of New York.
Yeah, that's right. He don't need Jimmy Jump. Oh, no, you know what? RJ's Jimmy Jump. All right?
Yeah,
without the bad ending. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want to watch King of New York, really good movie. All right? Julius Randle. I'll let you talk. Listen, Rem. All right?
Guy.
I can't. Listen.
My guy.
It's been his guy from day one. I'll let you talk about Julius, his numbers of the year, and...
These are the season numbers, man?
These are the season numbers.
Yeah. Julius Randle is averaging 24.2 points per game, 10.2 rebounds, 6 assists. Remember, that's the first Knick in New York Knicks history. The New York Knicks history, the same Knicks that Patrick Ewing, Clyde Frazier,
Willis Reed,
Earl the Pearl,
Bill Bradley, Earl the Pearl. Let's talk about some 90s.
Carmelo Anthony,
Amari,
Stephon Marbury. Let's go. All right, I'm sorry. Let me get back to the stats.
History. So 75 next year, by the way.
All right, let's go. And then 46% from the field, 41% from 3, huge jump. From last year, and 81% from the free throw line. Mm-hmm. And not to add to that also, too, he's one of 5 players to average that. 5 players. So you want to know who those players are? Larry Bird.
That's Larry Bird.
Russell Westbrook. Obviously. Oscar Robertson.
Another
Wilt Chamberlain. And Giannis.
No, Giannis almost made it.
Oh, Giannis almost made it. 5 point.
He's at
5.9. You know me and my rounds off.
Yes. Ready?
But
I like to round off too. That's bad.
Julius Randle, amazing. And then also not to. I this ain't even in the topics. We've had games this season, right, where Julius Randle hasn't shot great from the field, but our defense has kept us in the game. And when it got to the final 2 minutes, Julius Randle, and you needed a basket, he got us those baskets.
That's right.
He's also showing his clutch gene, and he does the right thing. He has a little bit. I'm not calling him, but he has a little bit of LeBron in him in the sense of in the final 2 minutes, he's not always just looking to shoot. He's going to find Reggie, but he's going to pass the ball too. So shout out to Julius Randle, most improved player of the year, and I need some MVP votes. I want to see Julius Randle at least number 3 in MVP voting after Jokic and Embiid. All right, that's it. That's my hot take.
He's definitely going to get all NBA.
Oh yeah, and all NBA first team.
And Julius earned some bonus money.
Pay that man.
You know what I'm saying? Because next year, I believe that's going to be on our cap. The money that he got, so he'll be on the cap next year if he just takes the regular deal, for $21 million or something like that. So he got $2 million extra just by making the playoffs, which he did, and making the All-Star team, which he did. We can't say enough about Julius. We raved about Julius so much on this show. Julius, we thank you. He is the face of what we got going on. But we got some supporting cast as well. We got some supporting guys that came through this year to help out our guy Julius. All right? And the first guy I'm going to get to, this is my guy, it's my young boy, NBA young boy, you know what I'm saying? But he's clean cut, though. He's not
clean
like
cut.
He's not like NBA young boy. He's just in the NBA, he's a young boy compared to me. You know what I'm saying? My guy, RJ Year 2.
What is that you have in the notes that I thought I would never see next to RJ Barrett's name? Mm-hmm. What does it say?
Certified shooter.
Oh my God.
Yes. 40% this year from 3-point land, even after that horrible stretch which Stats said he would never come back from. Stats, you must. This is when Stats would have his apology. Yeah. So therefore, I'm saying sorry for Stats. This boy.
No. We gonna let Stats will be back.
Oh yeah, he'll be back.
We gonna let we got you, RJ.
Yeah. We got you, RJ.
We got you, RJ.
You know what I'm saying? 17.5 this year. Nice jump from 14 a game last year. 4-point jump. Roughly. We like to round around here. What else can I say? 44% shooting. Perfect sidekick for your man Julius Randle. Want to talk about our Haitian sensation, the Netherlands Wall?
Saka Fett. Yeah.
Haitien.
The Netherlands Wall, man. Noel second in blocks, second in the NBA in blocks. He's anchored 4th ranked defense. He doesn't just block, but he steals as well. And he needs some defensive player of the year consideration. And here's the issue. Clyde and Mike Breen said this. Congrats to Mike Breen.
Mike Breen. Congrats. HOF, you a Hall of Famer, man. Yeah, for sure.
So they said that they don't think any of our Knicks players are going to get any all-defensive teams. And I strongly disagree because I feel that Nerlens Noel strongly should be in one of those defensive teams.
Agreed.
Yeah, so
Agreed.
Don't put that out there, guys. Because the media listening, they voting. We don't want that kind of energy. Yeah. Nerlens Noel should be in one of the all defensive teams. So
absolutely.
Yeah, let's get that. Let's get that consideration popping.
One of them. Come on now. You guys are y'all watching. If he's not with the 4th ranked defense, he anchored the defense. Mitch went down. He became the guy. He's so injury prone. He stayed healthy. Just realize every 2 seconds you see the guy's on the floor. He's holding his head. He's holding his chest. He's holding his knees. He's holding his fingers every time. But this guy he's still coming through, man. I mean, for whatever it's worth, this guy should definitely be on an all-defensive team.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt. Let's talk about the guy. We gave him his flowers, man. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying?
No pun intended.
We had a show for him. We talked about him. D Rose, man. A rose grows in the garden from the concrete.
Yeah.
From the Shah. He said he was coming back here in the Mecca. He had to do it the right way this time, and he did it. He did it. 11 and 14. Before we talked about it, before he got here, he's a huge reason for the success. Like Rem said, 24 and 11 with D Rose. Without him, he should be 6th man of the year. Without him, we would have never got here. He's part of the Sporting Cast. Let's keep moving on to Alec Burks.
Yeah.
You talk about him.
Alec Burks, spark off the bench. Oh yeah, even though he wasn't as healthy as we needed him to be, he has won a lot of games in the clutch for us. Shot 41% from 3. And lately, you see what happened when he came back. He's just been huge down the final stretch. He's played a little bit of point guard for us, too. Yo, huge.
Huge. 41%, you said? Yeah, he shot 41%. Another shooter. Another certified shooter. Let's talk about our guy. Reggie!
Look!
There we go. Reggie!
Look!
Yeah. That's how we do over here, man. That's how we do over here. First and foremost, I must say we are in agreement. We talked off camera about this. Resign Reggie, bro.
Please resign Reggie.
Resign Reggie Bullock. You guys on Twitter that were killing him, shame on you. Shame on you. All right? Shame on you. Reggie Bullock has been solid defender. He's been clutch a lot of the times. He guards the perimeter players. That's usually the best player. Like if Devin Booker comes into town, guess who's guarding him? Reggie Bullock. You understand what I'm saying?
Our best 3-point shooter. I don't know about percentages, but I'm gonna just say he's our best 3-point shooter. He's our specialist. He's the man, and he's Julius Randle's favorite target.
Yeah.
Don't you guys see that?
Yes.
Why would you take away the man's favorite target?
Yeah. Stop playing. Taj, the OG. Let's talk about him. Taj, Tibbs is familiar with him. Where would we be without Taj? Holding the young guys down, telling the young guys, chill out, calm down, don't worry about it. Where would RJ be? Where would Obi Toppin be?
Yeah.
Even in his, small development, where would he be? Obi Toppin is definitely a different player now that he was in the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Strong.
A lot more confidence.
To Taj Gibson.
A lot more confidence. And definitely be on a... Yo, look out, man. Obi's coming. Like you can see the sparks. Give that man a couple
give him about 16 minutes and all that.
Yeah, like
he does what he can with his minutes. And that's what's up. He gives Julius that rest. Obi's coming, so guys, no need to panic. I know you're not panicking. You guys were rooting for Kevin Knox and all that, so I know you guys aren't panicking about Obi time. There's a Frank Ntilikina hive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I know you're not panicking for Obi
as
time.
there should be, man. Frank has been stepping up, man. He's played well.
I got a point to you. I know you're gonna be watching the show. Cousin Jeff, fresh. You tried to knock my man. He tried to call me and bring me down yesterday.
I think my wife
sent him the thing. And it got him a little riled up. He's a big Brooklyn Nets fan. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Cousin Jeff, fresh. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put both names out there for you. You leave Frank alone. He's part of what? Our Big 15. And by the way, KD, I see you stole that from. Did you see that?
Nah.
KD stole that from Julius. Big 15. He wanted to. Oh yeah, we got Big 15. KD in the press conference yesterday. He did that. Yeah, he did that.
Oh man, KD.
Yeah. KD, slow roll, all right? The Big 15 is here. Y'all can hold down the Big 3. We got the Big 15, and one of the 15 is Frank Ntilikina. Shout out to him. You wasn't even in the notes, but I had to do that for Cousin Jeff. Fresh. Both names. Because he want to be talking about mommy. He came up with some clutch shots right this year.
Yo, he definitely has.
He's part of the whole piece of the whole puzzle. He's just a little piece.
When Rose was out, when other players was out, he stepped up. Because you got to remember, they gave Kevin Knox that opportunity to step in, and he didn't do so well.
But Frank,
definitely.
So look out for that. Hopefully, you guys do the right thing. I don't know if you bring him back. I don't know. We're in good hands. I trust you guys completely. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some closing thoughts. It was a long show today, man. We had to talk, baby.
We had to.
We in
the fourth. We can toast again, man. We in the fourth seed.
Baby. And you know what that means? We're playing those Hawks. I wanted to play the Hawks. Remy did it. I did. The Hawks, they do not have playoff experience. They have a good coach, Nate McMillan. Shout out to him. Did a phenomenal, exceptional job with Atlanta after Lloyd Pierce. But I want the Hawks. We went 3-0 against the Hawks. The only person that killed us was Trae Young. Remy, tell me your concerns.
All right. I'm a little concerned, Knicks fans. I do believe we can, and we will win this series. But I do believe it might be going to 7 games. We might have to win this one in 7 games because the Hawks are for real. We did go 3-0 against them this season with Trae Young averaging 24, 12 assists, and I think around 3 rebounds.
24, that's it? You showed 28 or something?
It was 24 and 12 or something. It could be higher. It could have been. I was looking for.
Us. You know what I mean?
was looking for it in my phone. I sent it over to you guys.
I saw it was on NBA TV. I was like, dang.
Yeah, So it's 25, 12 assists, and 2.3 rebounds this season against the Knicks. All right. And the first 2 games.
80 free throws.
These first 2 games were against Lloyd Pierce, who I can in agreement say was not a great fit for the Atlanta Hawks. They did not know what they were doing. But Nate McMillan, that third game was a very close game, and what happened? Trae Young got injured with that ankle, all right? And guys, we were not supposed to win that game, but Trae Young went down, and the basketball gods worked in our favor. But it's going to be one of the toughest series. They have such a deep bench, and this is where I said let's talk about Miami, because I personally feel that Miami played their way out of the 5th seed,
absolutely,
and seeing the Atlanta Hawks so that they could purposely see the Bucks, who I wanted. Yes, I said I wanted the Bucks because we was about to hold the door. Giannis, you wasn't passing that wall, bro. It wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. So we was gonna hold the door and it was over. But I think the Heat, they know that. They played them 3 times this season. Jimmy Butler has not played against them at all this season, the Milwaukee Bucks. And you remember what happened to them last season. And they know that they got those guys' number. So I feel like they purposely dropped down so that they wouldn't have to deal with Trae Young, Lou Williams, Gallinari, John Collins, DeAndre Hunter. I can keep going. Like, they have a deep squad. Bogdanovich. It's a deep squad. It's a deep squad. So I'm just looking for coach. I can't even say coaching. Like, the players are really gonna have to do something and step up. I'm not gonna lie. This one's gonna be a true litmus test to see who got this.
Absolutely. I agree with you to a certain extent. I'm not. The only reason I'm super confident. Well, I'm not super confident, guys. I'm never super confident in anything. If you know me personally. Only reason I'm confident, relatively confident, is because I believe that because they have no playoff experience, you know what I'm saying? They're coming into this. They're a decent. I don't know where they are defensively. Mm-hmm. They're decent defensively, but they're not. We are elite defensively, and we have home court. If it does go to the scenario that you say, it plays in our favor.
Home court advantage.
I do not believe that they're gonna beat us in the Garden. If it takes to 7 games with the way the Garden's gonna rock and the way that we're gonna play defense, and on top of this last thing I'm gonna say about our defense, we gonna hurt them.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the way.
See those guys?
That's gonna be the way we gonna have to play with Trae Young. We gonna have to hurt him.
That's right, Trae Young, little boy. Come on, son, you gotta hit the weight room, boy. Gotta hit the weight room. 2 words, weight room. You understand what I'm saying? What you think it's gonna be, bro?
It's gonna be huge, man. It's gonna be a huge test.
It's gonna be all these skinny little dudes. You see Julius? You see RJ? You know what I'm saying? Those guys is hitting the weights, Rem. Those guys is hitting the weights.
Look, man, they don't look. The Knicks have just as much as playoff experience as the Atlanta Hawks. You got to think about it that way. Yeah, the only playoff experience we have is Derrick Rose, Taj Gibson. Yep. I believe Alec Burke. Has he made the playoffs before? Philly yep. Last year. His first playoffs, I think,
Utah,
was last year.
Utah, they always.
I don't know.
They
was bummy when Alec Burke was there.
You're right.
And who else?
Gordon Hayward?
Nerlens Noel.
Nerlens has been to the playoffs.
But he doesn't have that, they don't have deep playoff experience besides Derrick Rose and Taj Gibson, who probably have conference finals experience, right?
Yes, absolutely.
That's it. So it's but then you got the other guys. They have Lou Williams. They have, who else do they have that made the playoffs? Trae Young. The Atlanta Hawks has made the playoffs.
Trae Young never made the playoffs.
They've made the playoffs. Have they not made the playoffs? This is their first time? This is his first time?
Yeah, Trae Young.
Okay, all right, cool. So, all right.
They should have kept playoff Rondo. They kind of downgraded, and if you ask me, no disrespect to Lou Lemon Pepper, Lou, you are an offensive, but that's what I'm trying to tell you, Rem. What defense are they gonna have? Capella is their only defense. And I forgot about Capella. Oh my God! This is where it becomes dicey, guys, because
I forgot about
this
Capella.
guy rebounds at a high rate.
I forgot about Capella.
Rebounds, so we gotta hurt him. I know this is a family show. You know what I'm saying? But we're going back to the old days. If you guys that's on the podcast, we have a 90s Knicks poster that we have behind us with the old guys, the Ewings, the Oakleys, the Masons. You understand what I'm saying? He's not on the poster, I don't believe. Let me take a quick look. No, he's not on the poster, Anthony Mason. But you remember
Anthony Mason is on the poster. What you talking about, bro?
Yes.
Me, man.
It's too much of that yak, probably. it's impairing my vision. But yes, Anthony Mason, those are the guys. Those are the guys you guys got to channel in and hurt Atlanta Hawks. Cleanly. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. I don't want anybody to get injured. I just want everybody to know when they playing us, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Before we get out of here, Rem?
I got nothing to add, man. I'm excited. I'm just ready to fast forward and go straight to game 1.
That's right.
And, just take it all in, man.
Usually at this time we have, what's the next game? You guys know what the next game, we were just talking about it at length. We are playing the Atlanta Hawks. But right now, as we tape today, it is TBD. We don't know yet.
Would you look at this guy's stats gonna text us from Florida and ask when are these playing games? You know what I said? Don't worry about it. It don't concern us, my brother. It don't concern us, bro.
What's this about?
We in the playoffs.
We're in the playoffs. As we're talking about the TBD playoff. You know what I mean? He wants to bother us with such trivial frivolity.
Oh, man. Nah.
Yeah, that's right. We went to college, baby.
He said the trivial frivolity.
Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Get this frivolous stuff out of here. We're talking about the playoffs, all right? Playoffs. And we don't know when they will be starting, so we have nothing here. But
they don't got an official date for the playoffs yet?
They don't have it says TBD.
I know it's May 22nd. May 22nd.
I don't know if we played May 22nd, May 23rd.
They just waiting to see how the play-in wraps up.
You know what I mean?
All
Maybe
right.
we do a show. And guys, we're sorry. We haven't done a show in so long, but we have to watch how everything turns out. You think we gotta do all this and then do another show? Like, come on. We got stuff we do with artists as well.
Nah, we gonna definitely tap in and tune in with y'all and keep y'all up to date.
Absolutely.
Definitely check us out on Knickswork on Instagram because we post a lot of content on there, so you could definitely keep in tune with what's going on. Chime in, definitely, and we'll see a lot. You'll see a lot of different stuff coming in for the playoffs. We gonna definitely tune in with y'all. So you already know the vibe.
This was our longest show. One more, cheers.
Yo, one more. Fourth place. I'm almost done. I might as well just bottoms up. Fourth place, baby.
Fourth place. Go New York. Go New York.
Go.
We out of here, baby.
Peace.